miss you.
We have enough to have their phone left for 3 hours worth of mobile stream before the end of the month. We have 7 days left. Twitch uses 1.5 gigabytes per hour into AP. At 720, it's 1 gig, so almost 4 hours. At 540, give you like 8 hours.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Yeah. Thank you for the fish blooper.
You
Something?
open?
No. Close for the season. No more tacos.
Huh. I don't have any of my knives here. Alright,
You have all my knives here.
I know. I just realized that though.
Oh yeah, 'cause Saturday you know you're taking them home with you, right?
Hello guys.
Good
How
morning.
are we? Good morning. Sunday fun day time.
Sunday fun day time.
All right. Hopefully everyone has had a good week so far. I know it is pretty early here still. Struggle was real this morning getting up. And I am off to work today later on for a Christmas party. But luckily I only have to work a half day. Still feeling a little tired though. We worked all week without Chef in the kitchen. He has been sick. So that was kind of fun. A little bit more freedom. And today Sammy's going to work early. Thanks for the babies, Sammy. Sammy. This thing is like crooked. I don't know what's happening here. So Sammy has to leave at around 11. So we are going to make some breakfast together this morning. And I'm going to share a really good fluffy pancake recipe with you guys that I've made before. They do make really fluffy pancakes, like a good, ½ inch to an inch thick. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's so good.
It does take a little bit of time to prep compared to a traditional pancake mix because we have to whip some egg whites together. But I think that little bit of extra time is worth it if you like fluffy pancakes. And then to go along with them is we're going to make up some cranberry turkey sausage. Very festive for the season. And I'm guessing you want to circulate them, Sam?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put these into the sous vide for an hour. Usually the minimum amount of time in there for any type of meat is 1 hour. And we are going to cook them at 145 Fahrenheit because they are turkey. So anytime you're cooking a poultry sausage, you want to cook it just a little bit more than the traditional pork or beef, just to be sure that you have killed all of the bacteria in there. So we should get those in right away because that is going to take an hour. Oh, I think that's what we should do first things first before we even do anything else. Let's get in here. And we picked these up at a local butcher here called Glenwood. They make really good stuff. So there's the little links.
Oh, the turkey legs are so small.
Yeah. So 4 sausages for $4. You can't really go wrong with that. Or should we do only half in there and then half in the pan? Just to show, do a little bit of experimentation.
We could do that.
Oh, all these are still together. We got the links. Woohoo! And I'm just gonna put them into this bag. Ziploc freezer bag.
You want to do that?
I don't know. It just tastes better if you do it all. I'm too picky now.
It's too big out of the circulator.
Pardon?
It's too big out of the circulator.
It's true. I like that tray there. It's fudging with the can. Okay, so now you're only gonna seal this bag about 3/4 of the way, and then we're gonna go over to the circulator, which I will just do this because it's in the corner, and then we're gonna let the water push the air out of this bag as we drop it in, and then we'll seal it up once all the air is out. Just be careful to not, I already did that. Just be careful to not get any water into the bag. Be good if you can close that. Just comes in here, does some stuff, fudges it up, and then leaves it not how I had it.
Helps out.
Yeah, but I already did it, so was that helping?
Yeah, the focus was wrong and it was blurry, so it's helping.
Oh. So now, if we look at that, the way that I sealed it up, it's like almost vacuum sealed. There's obviously a little bit of air still in there, but that's pretty close for just using a Ziploc, so don't be scared to do that if you don't have a vacuum sealer. It's really not necessary for circulating, but it does keep the food for a little bit longer if you do vacuum seal it. Okay, so those are cooking now. I will set an hour timer so that we don't forget about them. So basically we have an hour to prep the rest of the food for breakfast. I think that'll be enough time for sure. Start. Okay, guys. So the recipe for the pancakes is posted in Discord. If you want to check it out now, just go into the recipe section there. So this is what Matty says about the pancakes. You've definitely never had pancakes like this because they're going to be the best you've ever had. Sounds good, man. Okay, so it says this makes 12 servings. I'm hoping that it just makes 12 pancakes. It says prep time 20 minutes, total time 30 minutes. That means it only takes about 10 minutes to cook. And let's start grabbing out all of our ingredients. So we need flour, sugar, baking powder, and soda, and salt for the dry stuff. We're just gonna use all-purpose flour today. And this is, I forgot to do this too. Guys, I Christmasified the house yesterday. I've been busy. I thought these would be cool to have in the background. Yeah, fun. Okay, salt. And then for the wet stuff, we need butter, eggs. Ooh, it calls for buttermilk, which we don't have. But we do have milk, so we can make our own buttermilk. Making half the recipe, guys.
We only need 6 pancakes anyways. So
it's true. It'll be easy to divide it. Sammy says he's not eating 10 pancakes. Okay.
Not this morning.
Hey Kev, how are you? Good to see you in here. Things are very quiet this morning. Okay, so half recipe. Let's do this. So let's go over what we have to do. This is why I chose this recipe, because the way that he explains how to do stuff is hilarious. I am well, man. Pretty tired this morning, but I'm here and happy to see you guys. So it says, make a trap house fish scale movement when you are sifting flour through the sieve. No one wants lumpy pancakes, so this will help prevent that. I have never sifted flour for pancakes, like ever. And I've always been told that the lumps are good for the dough, so I'm skeptical about this step. I think that would be a waste of time, but we will do it, just because we are following this recipe. And it says add 3 tablespoons of sugar to the flour mixture. That's not that much. That's pretty good. And then the baking powder, soda, and salt. And then we'll set that aside. And then we will melt our butter for the pancakes, which is a typical thing to do anyways. And then we have to separate the egg whites and the yolks. And then we're going to whisk the egg whites until they are fluffy or frothy almost, let's say. Not too like a stiff peak, like if you were making a meringue, just a little bit less than that. And it says add the buttermilk to the egg white. So before we even start our dry stuff, let's make our little bit of buttermilk, which is so easy. All you need is regular milk to make it and some sort of acid to use. Because buttermilk is basically just sour-ish milk. Not quite the same what we're gonna make today, but it works. I've substituted it a lot in different baking recipes, so I feel comfortable doing that. The only thing is you want a pretty neutral acid, so typically you can use lemon juice is a good one, or just white vinegar. So we're just gonna do white vin, because all I have is Meyer lemon, and I don't want to use this to make buttermilk. I feel like that would be a waste of the Meyer lemon. So we need 1 cup of buttermilk. And you literally just need a drop of the acid in the milk. Hopefully this is teaching you guys something new today. It is a good little life hack to know about. Most people don't have buttermilk in the fridge all times. Like even I don't. So this is a great way to make your own. Okay, 1 cup. Just because this thing is really full, so I don't want to go crazy with it. Splash. That's it. And then you'll probably notice your milk might curdle a little bit, but that's okay, guys. It is okay. Ouch. Just smashing myself on in the closet. Harosh, what's up? Welcome in. Okay, so buttermilk, done. Now let's keep working on our dry goods. So we'll need definitely 2 bowls. One is usually going to be bigger than the other one. So I think we'll do the red bowl and then a small metal one. Pancakes. In England, you should eat more pancakes. Is pancakes not really a thing there? I guess it's more of like an English breakfast type thing going on, hey? We love pancakes in Canada for sure. I know some people last week were bugging me on stream that was like a very Canadian food. But I never thought of pancakes as like being a Canadian thing, so who knows? You kind of celebrate it on Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Tuesday. Yes, you need to import more of the maple syrup. Okay, so we're doing half recipe. So 1 cup of flour, 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Sugar. The amber nectar. And we will keep the sugar because we will need it for a little bit of our wet stuff too. And then 1/2 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda. And then we're just gonna whisk this all together. I don't think it's necessary to sift it. And I like to keep the lumps in pancakes. It helps with the rise, in my opinion. Hey, Pete. How's it going? And yeah, Daydreamer. Matty is awesome. He's done so well for himself. Pretty big inspiration for Canadians, I think. And if you guys didn't know, he does have a cookbook out now that is really, really good. I narrated it to Sammy on our little road trip in November. It was really good. Kind of tells about his journey with food since like when he was young up until now. It's really cool to learn about that from different chefs. I think that's an important thing. Did you guys get up to anything this weekend? Anything fun? Can't believe it's already Sunday. Elliot, thank you for the follow, and then just a pinch of salt. That's it. Yeah, he's so funny. He's crazy. He's really, really entertaining. But like, he has fun with what he does, and that's also something really important. It's like people get really stressed about having to cook food for themselves, and it shouldn't be that scary. Okay, just whisk up our dry stuff. And so Matty is from Toronto in Canada, so yay for repping Canadians. And then he got brought on by Vice, which some of you may know. And then they did a series of shows together. And now he is a pretty famous celebrity chef. All within a pretty short amount of time as well. It's awesome. Hey, Keely! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, guys. How was the stream? Kylie! Keely raid! Hey, Rush! How are you? I am well, thank you for asking. It's good to see you. It's been too long. Too long, Rush. Okay, so our wet ingredients. Well, I guess we need 2 bowls because we gotta whip the eggs. See, this is the only pancake recipe I've ever made where you whip the egg whites. Traditionally, you only do that for waffles. So this is why I thought I would show you this recipe today, because it really does work. The little bit of extra time is worth it. You think you're raiding, sorta maybe, Linda. What's up, Skip? Hey, Keely, I am well. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? And how was the stream? How's work been? Work has been busy this week because Chef has been really sick, so he was not in all week with us. It was just 2 of us in there cooking for the restaurant. So even though it wasn't that busy, you're still doing more work than you usually do because there's 1 less person. So that was fun, at least, and it's good to know that the 2 of us, Scott and I, can run the kitchen without the chef there. That's pretty fun. And then last night we did a Christmas party at work for 35 people, a 3-course meal, and then also today. So usually I have Sundays off, but we booked a Christmas party for tonight as well, so I'll be working tonight after the stream. It's been busy, but like Christmas season is the best season to work in restaurants because that's where you make a lot of money. So I can't really complain about that. Yeah, the Christmas rush, exactly. So like sometimes it's really busy, other times it's not, because it's kind of split half and half, where people either are going away to Christmas parties or they are wanting to save money for Christmas gifts. So it's an interesting time of year for sure. Skip. I don't know who Linda is though. Me neither. Aw, thanks, Rush. Yeah, I'm glad to see the channel is still doing well, even though I don't stream as much as I used to. So today we are making some pancakes for breakfast, and we have some turkey cranberry sausage that we're gonna cook up. Oh, didn't switch the menu. Yeah, stream's doing well, Rush. Stream's doing well. But yeah, we're gonna do turkey cranberry sausage with it, and then I'm gonna make kind of a blueberry compote or a blueberry sauce to go with the pancakes. I'm gonna switch that right now. We can't have that here. How has everyone's weekend been? Norges. Welcome in, man. How are you?
Wow,
Hey.
4 months already? Wow.
4 months with Norges, guys. It's freaking awesome. Thank you for the resub, Norges. It's always a pleasure having you around. It's nice to have fellow lamb lovers in stream. Time flies when being an asshat.
I've learned a new word, assling.
Yeah, we've been watching this show on Netflix called The Last Kingdom, you guys. Really, really good. And one of the guys' nicknames is Assling. Kind of like asshat. And then tomorrow, guys, is going to be rotisserie stream. Hey, Chief. Thanks for the hosts, you guys. I appreciate that. Lamb lover for the win. How's it going, Chief? Taboo Man, thanks for the follow and welcome in. Oh, Keely, you're cooking lamb today. That's so awesome. How are you cooking it? Boop. Okay, this should work now. Hey, there we go. Okay. So back to our wet mixture. So 4 eggs each, but we're only doing half, so we only need 2 eggs here. Phew. Okay, and actually real quick, so check out this milk. See how it's like kind of lumpy now? We made our own buttermilk, guys. And we're separating these eggs. So I'm gonna crack both of them into this bowl and then just take the yolk out and put it into the other one. And then we're gonna do some whipping. And then we still just have to melt a little bit of butter as well. Oh, I'm good, Chief. I'm good. Glad to be here with you guys. You're gonna roast it with some mixed herbs? That sounds lovely. Lamb and herbs, perfect combo together. Just keep it simple. Okay, and we want to make sure that we don't break our yolk into the egg white. Otherwise, it's not going to whip up the same at all. It will take forever, and egg whites do not like fat at all in them. So you always want to make sure that your bowl and your whisk is really clean as well, whatever you're going to use to whip it. Lamb shanks, ooh, that That sounds delicious. Like, not this week coming up, but the next week, Sammy. Lamb shanks are really, really good.
Like, not the week that we're cooking in right now, but like the next cooking week.
Norges, send them over. Just casual box of lamb shanks in the freezer, no problem. Okay, so there's our eggs, and then what it says. So it says we have to melt the butter, whisk the egg whites until they are frothy, and then add the buttermilk to the egg whites. And then we are going to stir our yolks until they're just kind of broken up, and then add our sugar into there. So we added a little bit of sugar into the dry stuff. We're gonna add a little bit of sugar into the wet stuff too. So this is like a crazy pancake recipe. This is like the least simple pancake recipe you could ever make. But I just want to show the difference that it does make. I think it's pretty substantial. So we need half a tablespoon of sugar going into the yolks. But you know what? I'm not going to put it in just yet, because there is this crazy myth that when you put sugar into the yolks, it actually kind of cooks them. I don't actually believe in this one, but I've heard it from quite a few chefs, so I'm just gonna wait. In my opinion, like, how does the sugar cook the egg? That's weird to me. Yeah, those are some good looking yolks. Yolkers. So why don't we melt our butter first to make sure that's good, and we only need a tablespoon, so not a lot at all. And since it's such a small amount, I'm just going to melt it in the microwave. You buy stock when they have the autumn butcherino. Oh, just a lot of good fresh lamb meat. That sounds like heaven, Norges. Heaven. Maybe just a little bit more. Can you use this recipe for waffles? That is a great question, Chief. And I don't know the answer to it. But I was saying earlier that, like, this recipe is more suited for waffles in my experience. Like, I've never had to whip the egg whites for pancakes before, but I have made waffles where you whip the egg whites. So this is more similar to a waffle recipe than pancakes, so I'm sure it would work. I think they could go hand in hand for sure. Oh, Rook, how's it going, man? Good to see you in here. Lazy boy. The lazy boy. Okay, we need a whisk. We're gonna whip it. Whip it good. You were waiting around at work. That's so sad. Looks like I just want to see some meat. You don't like pancakes, Chief? Ah, I almost got it. I'm sorry, my friends. It's not your microwave, it's mine. Okay. So just melted. That's all we really need. Just let that cool for a sec. No work ethic for getting the brisket on. Holy. Give him heck, guys. Give him heck.
I was still sick.
He's still sick.
Not anymore. Get down.
Okay, so let's whip the whites. I'm sorry if this is like not a nice sound. So we gotta do some crazy stuff here. You cooked the biggest chicken breast last night? What? Even bigger than the breast that came off the 15-pound turkey? Who is raising these chickens, Brooke? Okay, so see how that's getting frothy already? We want to keep going. We can get it frothier. Because if you don't whisk this enough, you're not going to have the aerating quality from the egg whites. So you need to make sure that you whip these enough so that they can add that structure to your pancake. Otherwise, it's just going to fall. Styrofoam on windows. Next up. Chief, you had a bad batch of pancakes. Man, what happened? That's fair though. You're allowed to like waffles and not pancakes. It's your own life, man. Nike! Whisk you away. Rook, pretty sure they were not organic. So see how the bubbles are getting smaller and smaller? That's where we want to be. So this is what Matty says. He said, whisk the egg whites until fluffy, like a whiskey sour consistency. I'm not sure if any of you have ever had a whiskey sour, but they do kind of frothy egg whites on top of the cocktail. That's what we want it to look like. So we need to go a little bit more. Some gene modification. Yeah, or just steroids, you know. B-Gism, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Nike, how's your weekend, man? Did you work? I think we're there. So whipping egg whites can be a little deceiving because usually it looks really fluffy and frothy on top, but sometimes there is like loose egg white underneath, which I think I just saw, so keep going, guys. It's a casual workout in the morning. Nike, you can't leave. They were too greasy. Oh, that sounds so terrible, Chief. A pancake that's too greasy? Ugh.
Oh, I just couldn't do it. I agree with them.
Ugh. I don't even know how that would be. I think we good. So if we look now, it's gonna kind of hold its shape. So that's great. I want to go a little bit more still. Rook's just telling me it's frothy enough because he doesn't want to listen to the whisk anymore. Okay, I gotta just put this bowl to the side. So that's good. Good to go. We'll leave those there. So sugar going into the yolks. And then we will add the butter into there as well. That froth though. Yeah, traumatizing. I believe it. That makes me so sad for you though. So half a tablespoon of sugar going in since we are doing a half recipe today. Yeah, your ears. What? I can't hear. But like, look. Like still loose underneath. I don't think we can go anymore though without adding sugar. I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, just got some yolks. Sweet, sweet yolks. Any spice going in the eggs? No. There is no spice. What type of spice would we add? So the sugar is gonna dissolve a little bit. So you don't gotta go crazy with it. Just says stir to incorporate, which I think that's good. And then we got our butter there. We didn't heat it up too much in the microwave, so it's not super hot. So you don't want to put hot butter into your egg yolk because it can cook it. You don't want to make scrambled egg yolks. Okay, there's that. Stay. Rush, plan for Christmas. Yeah, just staying at home. I think I have 3 or 4 days off from work around Christmas. So that'll be some nice relaxation time.
You could put like nutmeg or
yeah, so
something in the pancakes.
Spices in pancakes. You want to kind of roll with maybe, let's say, like a pumpkin spice or like an apple pie type of flavor going on. So like anything cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, anything along those lines would be really good in pancakes. But I like to keep them plain, especially if we're doing savory. You're doing the same, you got 2 days off. Oh, that's perfect. Go for Christmas edition. Oh yeah, cardamom would be good. For sure. Hey Blue. Yeah, I love blueberry pancakes. I love banana pancakes. Like any fruit is really good with a pancake. Also, hi. Cinnamon or cardamom would be so good. I think the cardamom would probably go well since we have turkey cranberry sausage. We can do a little bit of both. Sammy, how you feeling?
What?
You want spiced pancakes?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
I totally thought he was gonna say no. Sometimes you just can't mess with a good thing. Ooh, cardamom in your waffles. I think cardamom and cinnamon also help with digestion too. Not inside the mixture though. Yeah, we're going inside the mixture, Blue. We're going in. Okay, so after this, we still have to add the buttermilk into the egg whites, which is kind of crazy, right? Like this does not make sense. Yeah, we're going in. Let's prep this up. Oh God. That's what we didn't want to happen. Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh no. Watch out, friends. Runaway whisk. Runaway.
Rip.
Okay. You want to be gentle with the egg whites that we just whipped, right? Just a nice little incorporation there. Chief, you always add sin to your mix. Yes. You know what else helps with digestion? Some gosh dang hot sauce. It's true, Rook. It's true. Slowly whisk the yolk mixture into the egg white mixture until fully incorporated. And then this is the crazy part, guys. Whisk the flour mixture into the wet mixture so that no clumps form. What? This is opposite of anything I've ever been taught. And then you know what we have to do? Put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. You gotta rest this stuff up. Okay, how can I do this? Stay whisk. Just for 1 second. Thanks for the bits, Sammy. Fireball syrup. Ooh. Well, we do have some pumpkin spice whiskey. Some spice box laying around still.
Maybe we got some spice box and
Getting drunk off pancakes, guys?
yeah, just before work, you know?
Yeah.
Getting drunk off pancakes.
This is madness. Okay, we got 2 whisks going on. I'm gonna switch the whisk. This one is just massive. It's going everywhere. Out of control. Okay, cardamom. This is what we got. Ground cardamom. Oh, Norges. When making the syrup, it's a must stand over the pan. Yeah. Inhale the steam. Oh, it smells so good, hey? This is a crazy little spice thing. Blue. Wait. You have to separate the eggs to whisk them together again. I know, it's weird. Weird recipe, but it's freaking awesome. Like, the pancakes are gonna be almost an inch high. What? What is this? Whoa, what is going on? Are you being serious right now? Anonymous just tipped $250?
Holy.
What? Thank you? Okay, it's a good weekend, guys. You know, just making some pancakes over here. Thank you so much. Whoever did that. You guys are so sneaky. I don't know why you do that. I wish I could thank you, whoever did that. But we are definitely much closer to our goal of getting the dehydrator now. Seriously, thank you guys. This is crazy to me. And I can't say this is why I stream, because it's definitely not about the money. But for us to be able to get stuff together for the stream, and then I plan on using the dehydrator to obviously preserve some food and hopefully send some out for like subscriber rewards and stuff like that, like beef jerky and maybe some fruit type of things can be sent out, and they're really light and easy to ship, so that is going to be a good investment for us for the stream. I thought that would be a good thing. Ondog the Chef, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the channel. You're like Santa Claus in here, gifting 57 already. Thank you guys. This is craziness. Kev, you need to make Danish pancakes. I need to make those. Are those the ones that you make in the little pan? Blue, extra whisking will make them much fluffier for sure. Yeah, just that little bit of whisk on the egg whites is really all you need. Jerky, yeah, had you at jerky. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, guys. 'Tis the season. But you know what? It should be the season of giving year round. Don't just wait for Christmas to do nice things like that. It's always fun to pay it forward. Okay, back to our pancakes. So we are mixing the dry into the wet. Mind-blowing for me. It's always the other way around. This is madness, I tell you. Madness. Yeah, we need the able skeever. Is that me saying it right? Okay, so just a little bit of cardamom. Cardamom is quite strong. And it is more of like an Indian style spice, but kind of similar to cinnamon. It's definitely not spicy per se in your mouth. And this is the spice that they use to make chai tea with. So I guess that's a good way to kind of imagine what the flavor is going to be. Abel Skeever. Dog jerky? Why would we even do that, Norges? Are you crazy? Matty's pancakes. And the recipe is posted in Discord as well, you guys. So I think the best way to go about this is to do maybe half of the dry stuff at a time. You don't want to kind of overwhelm your wet stuff because then you can get lumps. And Matty is saying we don't want any lumps in here, which I don't think I've ever made pancakes with you guys before on stream, or maybe I have. So we should make my recipe together and then we'll see the difference. Mine makes some pretty dang fluffy pancakes too.
Still have to add spice to the dry mixture.
I added the spice into the wet.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing crazy stuff. I just added a little bit of cardamom in there.
Nor is she crazy.
Yeah, we're wildin'. But this is looking good. It's coming together. Get that all out. Hey, Vune, how are you? So good to see you in here. Okay, look at how nice and smooth this is getting. Spicing the wet will make the flavor much more even than spicing the dry. Do you think? Does it really make a difference? Because either way, we're whisking it up until it's smooth. So it should be fully incorporated. I don't know if there's a difference between adding it to the wet or the dry. So he says no lumps. Hey guys, that looks like there's no lumps to me. It's quite runny as well. So I'm thinking that's why we have to let it rest for 10 minutes in the fridge, just for the wet stuff to really hydrate the dry stuff. You know, just a casual background cough on stream. Sorry to those with headphones. Depends on how long you whisk it for. Okay, fair enough. Cleaning up the edges there. That's gonna go for a little quick nap. Quick 10-minute nap in the fridge. You just woke up from a nap? Okay, goodbye, pancakes. That. How are we doing on our timer? We have 15 minutes left until the sausages are ready. Perfect. Oh my god, that's actually a sight view. Okay, I just have to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we are going to make blueberry compote. are you doing? What's this guy doing? There's a big wheel in the kitchen.
Big wheel. That's where I work. It's good stuff.
What do you got there?
Some 3.25% chocolate milk.
That's that good.
It's the good stuff.
You switched to a new keyboard layout. Cole Mark, hey, on a daily. How's it going? Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Yum. Okay, I'm just gonna grab some blueberries. Frozen blues.
I have to work today, so I can't cheers you with beer. So I'm gonna cheers you with chocolate milk.
Chocolate
Cheers,
milk,
guys.
cheers. On a daily, you're chilling. Okay, we got our blueberries, guys. Perfect. It's getting pretty hungry there. Like Sammy knew. View. You're only studying French and English so that you can become a Canadian. You are well on your way then. Onion, cheers. Not really, but you wish. Okay, so our compote. Really, really simple. All we are going to need is obviously some blueberries. I don't usually measure stuff out, but I will for you guys. Just kind of throw stuff in a pot and hope for the best. That's usually what happens around here. But I think we'll do a cup of blueberries today, since it will cook down and they will release some liquid. And I don't want too much of this stuff laying around in the fridge. No leftovers today with this. But if you do want to make a bigger batch, it does freeze really well. And that way, whenever you have pancakes or waffles next, you can just pull it out and it's ready to go. And these are BC blueberries. So even though they're frozen, they're still grown locally. And I have blueberries almost every day. I put them in our smoothies. It's like one of my favorite fruits for sure. Okay, there's that. We need some lemon juice. As well. So lemon juice actually helps with kind of thickening the sauce or the compote. You don't like blueberries, but you're blue. What is this madness you speak of? So those can go into the pot, and yeah, we're gonna go straight from frozen. Good morning, Steampunk. How's it going? And vegan gelato. Oh, this chocolate milk's too good, but I think we're only gonna use half of this since we're only making a small batch. Guys, I don't have any of my knives here with me. They're all at work still because I work later. It feels weird. I've never done a stream without my knives at home.
It's not your hand, Cole.
I know, but it's just not the usual. Okay, so half a lemon. We'll save the other half for probably something of this week. It's the culinary equivalent of being asexual. Steampunk only needs like 6 hours of sleep. Ugh, that's where I'm at right now, vegan gelato. It was a struggle this morning. Hey, Tig! So good to see you guys in here. So much fun and exhausting You guys had good adventures then together? And then I think we'll just add a touch of sugar still. So we do need to balance it. Blueberries are like kind of sweet and sour. Or sweet and tart. So once again, I'll measure this for you guys. But I think I'm going to go pretty light on the sugar. I don't like sauces that are too sweet. And since we're going kind of savory today with the sausage as well, I'm going to keep things balanced. So half a tablespoon of sugar, should be lots. It took me half an hour to get out of bed. That's a fact. I get grumpy in the morning, guys. Oh, you are still in bed. So jealous. Tig, so jealous. Okay, we're going over. Wow, full stovetop today. Oh, that's because I was going to make the compote in this guy. Just switching it up. Okay, so we're going to turn this on to a nice medium-high heat to get it going. And then while that's heating up, I'm just going to quickly go pick some thyme from the garden, and we're going to make a blueberry thyme compote. So once again, kind of playing around with savory and sweet flavors with brunch. It was a lot of fun. You're so tired and we'll go out again this morning. What? That's awesome. Did you guys go eat anywhere or drink anywhere yesterday with them? Okay, be back in a sec.
Chilly.
She is not nice out today, guys. The rain has arrived. We had a week of sun. Not so good anymore. Just gonna rinse off the herbs. And then this is the best part. So here's the herbs, just like a little handful. Just gonna throw those right into the sauce. I'm not going to really chop it up or anything like that. And then we'll just pick the stems out when it's ready. And then you notice we didn't add any extra liquid to that, because the blueberries are going to release quite a bit of liquid on their own. And you don't want a super watery compote. I mean, you can come back from that by thickening it with some cornstarch slurry if you want, but I like to keep things pretty natural. Lots of eating and drinking seems to be your thing. That's what life's all about, man. That's it. So we got our griddle on the stovetop there, as well as our frying pan to quickly fry up the sausages when they come out, which is going to be in 5 minutes. So we are almost there, my friends. It's almost breakfast time. Blueberries are sizzling. Let's get a spoon, give those a little stir. I'm just gonna put a couple things away while we're waiting. Welding? You got a welder up in here?
Well, a TIG welder is
Oh,
kind of in TIG girl's name.
I get it. These are the things I don't know. Okay, let's put our little lemon away. And then the other thing that we have to do today together on stream. What is going on out there? Doggo is scratching our door and barking to get in.
I'll get her. I'll get her. Holy.
She is demanding to be let in. Sammy, just leaving the cupboard open. Born in the barn?
Probably. Or, yeah.
Lurking and shopping for groceries. No problem, man. We are chilling. Okay, we got some steam going on. See how much liquid just came out from like nothing? So easy. And then I like to keep it a little bit chunky too. So we're not going to blend this up or anything. Okay, so back to what I was saying is we are going to marinate our pork shoulder for the rotisserie tomorrow in like a Korean barbecue style marinade. So it's going to be like sweet and spicy. Nike, you're out. Take care, man. Have a good day, and we will be back on tomorrow around... Oh, sorry, I don't have to marinate the pork shoulder. We'll marinate it tomorrow since we're doing it on Tuesday for dinner.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to do it tomorrow for lunch, but I just don't think that the pork shoulder is going to cook in like a small 4-hour period, so we're going to let it go for about 8 hours on Tuesday before we eat it. All of the recipes that I looked up on the internet for rotisserie pork shoulder in the Ronco said about 4 hours, but in my mind, anytime I've ever cooked a pork shoulder, it's always been like 6 to 8 hours until it starts to really break down and fall apart, and that's where we want to get to. So we can't rush that stuff. Yes, Steam, yeah. We can't wait to head back down there again, or for you guys to come up. There's always lots of good foods and drinks to be had. Rook, you're getting stuff for chimitas. Is that like a torta?
So Posh was barking at our door to get her buddy. The one bunny she had in here.
So the dog barks at our door to get her one toy that she left in here.
She now got it.
Amazon is running a $5 coupon off any $20 book purchase. $20 book purchase? So one could get, say, the Noma fermentation guide for around $15. What? That's craziness. Okay, so chimita, Mexican sandwich, originally hails from the state of Puebla, gets its name from the bun itself. So the bun is called the chimita. I've only ever had a torta Mexican sandwich. Is that kind of same? And my favorite part about the torta is that typically there is cheese griddled onto the bun and it gets crispy and amazing and delicious. Vegan gelato, yeah, Canadians do not get this deal. Let me just mute that. God level street food in Mexico. Whoa. Okay. Don't worry, guys, just my phone. That is insanity. Okay, so that was for the sausage, which we circulated for 1 hour at 145 Fahrenheit because they are turkey. So always cook it a little bit more if there's poultry in the sausage, just to be sure. Okay, this is coming together really nicely. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Got like a rapid boil going on. We don't want to boil it too much, because like I said, I like it a little bit chunky. But we do kind of want to reduce the liquid that came out of the blueberries so it's not as soupy. Because you want it more kind of glazy than really watery. The avocado going on these sandwiches, and is that like a fried cutlet of pork or chicken? Insane.
Yeah, like insane.
Not just one cutlet, but like 1.5. Gloopy compote. Exactly, Blue. Whoa. Yeah, we should make these on stream, Rook. Yeah, is that not food porn? Straight up, that is the food porn. Okay, so let's take these babes out. Feels good. Feels nice and firm. And this is what it looks like. Really not too different from the original state. So doing sausages in the circulator helps with the texture of the meat when it's cooked, and also helps keep the juices in. So we have tested this, Sam and I, and frying sausages in a pan, yeah, it is good, like it's always delicious, but you lose a lot of the liquid from the sausage when you do that, just straight frying the sausage in the pan. It's like to get that nice kind of brown outer coating is usually you're almost overcooking the sausage. So now our sausage is perfectly cooked, and being able to seal all the juices in here will keep the texture more of what it should be. So I'm sure some of you have had like dry fried sausages for breakfast, and it's just not good. So instead of going like a pasty kind of dry type of sausage, this you're gonna see is gonna be so juicy. Like you can see, if I hold them up, there's like a little bit of liquid in the bottom there, but for some reason that really doesn't affect the texture. But I'm just going to cut these because the casing is all attached still. Yeah, now we don't want pancakes, we want a chimita. You want demi-glace omelets? What is that, Blue? Just throw it out. Wow. Whoa, Elvin. How are you? You are here with us again. It's just an omelet with a demi sauce. I've never had that, but I'm sure it's delicious. Okay, so here's our little turkey cranberry sausages. The casings are kind of freaking me out like that. Freaking me out, guys. Little breakfast links, if you will. Okay, good whiff of blueberry and thyme over here. Rook, you were streaming? That's amazing. If you ever want a good omelet, go to Japan. Yes, I believe that, Blue. They make some good eggs. Like, they are very passionate about how to cook omelets there. Sausages are coming over to the frying pan. Oh, I think our compote is good. So check that out for consistency. I think that looks amazing. So it's kind of just coating the spoon, which is exactly what we want. So now, like I said, let's take out just the stems from the thyme. Is that little bit of heat and boiling that we did just now with the blueberries, that's all you needed to get the little bit of herb flavor out of the thyme. And that way we didn't have to pick it or chop it up at all. Made it really easy. Just you gotta go fishing for the stems after. So what is really easier? Tamagoyaki. Is that the Japanese omelet? I was trying to think of the name of it. I see one more. I think that's good though. Just gonna give that a little taste to taste. And then that is good to go. You can have it warm or cold, totally up to you. You don't like their love for eel though. Herring bones are okay. Norges, we got 20 pounds of herring in at work last week. And then we're making some fish sauce. And then we pickled some as well for roll mops. It's actually really good. That was the first time I ever worked with herring. It's sweet. It's tart. Really, really light thyme flavor in there. But the blueberries are still shining through, which I think is the most important. Some crazy chef put demi-glace on a perfectly cooked omelet. Food experiment. Raiden with a party of 11. Welcome in, guys. How is the stream? Okay, I'm going to turn on our pancake pan. It's time. We'll start with medium. A medium heat for now. You don't want to go too hot on your griddle pan for your pancakes, otherwise they're gonna burn before they're cooked all the way through. You weren't gonna stream, Rook, but they kept bugging you to go live. Good. Sometimes you need that. Blue, you love eels. They're your spirit animal. You eat them to gain their powers. Love it. You love wolf fish. Fresh smoked herring. Oh, we did not smoke any. It's more rolled egg omelet. You see it in bento boxes. Okay. Yeah, we're making fish sauce at work. So like the heads and all the backbones and stuff that we cleaned are in a 15% brine right now. How was the stream? Mrs. Ruby and Louise Ruby, welcome in, guys. You got gifted a sub. Hell yeah. Welcome into the Onion Squad. Raid train, choo-choo. What kind of crazy science stuff were you guys getting up to today? You eat sloth to gain their sloth powers. Yeah, slow it down a bit, Elvin. I think you need that. Bluegill. It's pretty cool to see the different fish that you guys get from around the world. Okay, I will open that and check it out later, but you guys don't have to listen to that. Thanks for posting that. Eat the kids. There's a new Shrek? Kev, I did not. I don't watch TV too much, or at least not cable TV. But I will have to check that out. Okay, let's check out our pancake batter. It has rested for more than 10 minutes now. Just coming over here quickly. Has it thickened up a little bit? I think so. It's still more watery than I've ever used before. But I don't know if it's really watery as much as it is just super fluffy and light. So for those of you just coming in, we are making fluffy pancakes today from a Canadian chef's recipe. Some of you might know him. His name is Matty Matheson. And he just came out with a cookbook as well. But this recipe is from when he first started with Vice. So I think it's a couple years old now. I've been making it, I think, for that long. And it differs from traditional pancake recipes where you actually separate the eggs and whip the whites a little bit until they're frothy. And they're supposed to be super fluffy, like probably an inch rise on them. So we'll see how we did. We followed everything to a T. I think they're gonna turn out pretty well. Do we not get bluegill in Canada? I don't believe so. I've never even heard of it. Bluefish have this strange looking mouth. They have these sharp teeth that can bite through fishing lines. I need to look it up. Bluegill. Ah, it's freshwater fish. Okay. Commonly found east of the Rockies. It is the state fish of Illinois. Yeah, I have never even heard of this one, so thanks for teaching me about that, guys. Yeah, exactly, Elvin. This is why we don't eat cereal. It's like you're really full at the beginning, right after you eat it, and then you're like starving 4 hours later. Wolfish is used to make the best fish and chips in the world. Duly noted, Blue. Kev, you love Maddie. Is this from his new cookbook? It is not. Yeah, this recipe is not in his cookbook. But it is posted in Discord. And if you want to check it out, I'll post it again for you guys. Ta-da! It's from Vice. And yeah, I believe there is also a video on YouTube of him making this too. That's so cool, Kev. Yeah, I narrated his cookbook to Sam. Really good cookbook to narrate, I will say. He tells a lot of good stories in there about where he has come from. Okay, we're going over to the stove. I know, I love Vice Munchies as well. I'm just gonna do a quick little pan spray on our griddle just to make sure. I mean, it's definitely well seasoned. But it's always a tragedy if your pancakes stick. So let's not even risk it. It feels like it's almost hot. And then for the amount that we're going to pour on the pan, I think I'm going to go with a 1/3 cup measure. And then we'll go to the other side as well. Turn on our frying pan for our sausage. Go like a medium high heat here. Simply because the sausages are already cooked and we are just trying to get some caramelization on the outside. Your free cooking time basically crunched down to Sunday for now. Oh my goodness, Elvin. So what are you cooking today then? Sammy's caught bluegill?
Yep.
So they're popular in Ontario then?
Oh, they're in all the Great Lakes. Like,
okay.
Ottawa River has lots of them.
You've never been fishing. Oh, I grew up going fishing quite often, Blue, in the summers. It was fun. And I was in Alberta, so It was lake fishing, so freshwater fishing. I have yet to do ocean fishing, but I would like to get out there at some point or another. Kev, you fish all the time. I think that makes sense, Kev. Underscore the fish. Elvin, you made a random veg curry to last for a few dinners. Best way to do it. Just make a couple extra portions and then you don't have to cook for a couple days. Am I good on boats? I am good on boats. Sammy is only good on boats in fresh water, in lakes. He gets seasick very easily. So he could never come fishing with me out here. The kid can't even stand on the ocean floor without getting sick. It's crazy. Egg scramble with coconut cilantro chutney. That sounds delicious. Rook, thanks for the 100 biddies. Okay, is this hot? Let's test it out, guys. We're going in. First one. I'm gonna try and get maybe 3 onto the one pan. I don't know if this is quite ready yet. It seems like not so. We will see. We'll just let that one go. I want to see how long it's going to take to cook. You'd need to down a bottle of ginger pills before you even think about going ocean fishing. Do the ginger pills actually help? We've never really tested that stuff on Sammy. What if you catch a shark? Well, then you catch a shark, Blue. Consider yourself blessed. Yes, Pete. What if it eats you? Well, then I guess that's just the circle of life. Okay, we got some sizzling going on over here now. But in my opinion, that's a pretty flat-looking pancake at this point. Yeah, and then he's like, nah, you can eat me. I've never had shark. I don't know if any of you have ever eaten shark before. But it is considered a delicacy, right? Elvin, some evenings, the only elevating you can do to a dinner is add some Dijon mustard to your ham and cheese sandwich.
Well, that's elevating.
Yeah, it's gotta be Dijon. Yellow mustard, not that much elevation. Dijon, though, you are up there. Dramamine. Sammy, you ever taken Dramamine?
Nope.
For your seasickness? Sammy's never ever really taken anything for his motion sickness or seasickness. We need to try this stuff out, vegan gelato. Norges, you're heading off into the wilderness. Well, thanks for being here, man. Thank you for the resub today as well, 4 months. And hopefully I will see you the next couple of days on stream. Enjoy your day in the wilderness. Hey, Carrot Potato, how's your weekend been? You've had previously frozen shark, and how was that? Myth, thank you for the follow. Okay, there is some stuff going on over here, hey? Kind of hard to see. Might have to adjust the lighting for you guys. But there are bubbles going all the way through. And the pan's definitely hot now. So we're gonna go with the flip. But I think my pancake recipe might be better. Just saying, not saying. This was a test. Gotta walk the dogs. Okay, sounds good. It's a very important task. It was okay. You're pretty sure it was overcooked, so you're not still sure if you like it or not. What was the texture like and the flavor? Rook, this is my dad's pancake pan, and he still regrets handing this down to me. I'm not giving it back. But that is the pan that I grew up eating pancakes off of. Yeah, gotta love the hand-me-downs. I was like, yes, I will take that pan, thank you. Okay, so first pancake is done. So let's see. So I like how it goes kind of speckly like that. I think maybe now that our pan is hot, it might cook a little bit better. Like, they're definitely fluffy, but that's not that high of a rise on there. Looks like a crumpet. It's tasty, but I think I like my recipe better. Okay, let's make a stack of 3 for the plate.
Then I can eat them.
There's a snack here, Sammy. Let's go over. So I have made this recipe before where I didn't actually follow the steps, and it definitely turned out better. This time, not so good.
They're fluffy.
I don't know. I don't know why they're not fluffy, guys. Maybe because we did a half recipe?
Maybe? Did you get the egg whites to stiff peaks?
It wasn't supposed to be stiff. Does it taste kind of weird?
A little?
I don't know. Sometimes things work, guys. Sometimes they don't. And that's cooking. It's never really ever the same. There are so many variables that are uncontrolled. Maybe I did beat the heck out of the egg whites too much. Gently whisked. No, I definitely whisked them like crazy. But I don't think that I over whisked them at all. No, no, no. The cookbook is fine, Elvin. Instant pot book. Why do I need an instant pot book? I don't even have one. Whoa. Pushing that darkness, guys. Almost too dark. Spread it out. Okay, I'm gonna get these sausages in the pan. Anyone else get stressed when they have to flip pancakes over? It's like the biggest moment in your life is making that perfect pancake flip. All the time, Blue. Okay, ready for that sizzle? Maybe just a touch of oil. I don't know about these casings, if they're gonna stick to the pan or not. So we'll play it safe. And that's a hot, hot pan. So we can just finish the sausages in there. Like I said, they are already cooked. Quick little reheat. Flipping eggs. Oh, that's a good one too, Mama. Not the fluffiest pancakes I've ever made. Straight up. They've been better. Yeah, flipping fried eggs, a little bit more stressful, hey? It's like you break that yolk, everything you worked for is ruined. One more round. Sad plant pancakes. Yeah.
What's your pasta formula?
Pardon me?
What's your pasta formula?
Pasta formula.
Yeah. Your recipe.
Right there.
Got it.
I'm doing stuff right now.
I'll help.
Whoa.
The mini had it somewhere. Holy.
This casing is not a natural casing, guys.
I'll read it out to you, Dark. 500 grams of flour, 185 grams of whole egg, 125 grams of yolk, salt, olive oil, love.
You guys hate when the sausage casing comes off too? I think I'm just gonna pick it off because it's being weird in the pan. It needs to cook better without it. How to not make a good brunch with cake. Oh no, guys. Sometimes things just do not go as planned. But that does not mean you should give up. Those two worked good. Burned sausage. It just looks really dark on that cam. I'll show it to you over here. Okay, we're gonna do like a stack of 6 pancakes. Look at this madness. Madness, I tell you. Yeah, is this me on a daily? Olive oil in the pasta, it's true. It just helps keep it nice and silky, the olive oil. Yeah, totally should have taken that casing off. Just looks really weird. But like, in my opinion, it's definitely not burnt. It's nicely caramelized. That is where all the flavor is, Rook. This casing is not that good looking though. weird shit going on in here today, guys. There's no maple syrup. Throw the sausage in the oven. I've never browned sausage like that before. I guess I've baked it, but this was already circulated. So I don't want to make it too dry. Okay. Our compote. Just gonna give it a little stir. We might actually need a little bit of water in there to loosen it up. Blueberries have a lot of natural pectin in them, so they make really great thick sauces without adding any stabilizer. That's why blueberry jam is always so good. Yeah, definitely not the same casings that they used for the pork or the beef sausages. The casing looks not good, right? Like, these two have the casing, those two don't. Guys, there is maple syrup. There is. Relax it a little bit. Hey, Skybox, how are you? Just buy a cheap mini oven for the sausage. Just whip out this mini oven. Next time we can do them in the rotisserie, maybe.
Oh. In the basket?
In the basket. Steam it and then fry them in syrup. Oh, you're sick, mama. Okay, so we're gonna go with our compote like that. Look at that slow runoff. That's how I like to plate it, at least. Let gravity do its thing. That's dark. That's some dark blueberry sauce. Yeah, not really Canadian. Let's be honest. Whipped butter and maple syrup. No compote. I typically don't do compote with my pancakes. Okay, so the sausage, I think I'm gonna keep in pretty big pieces. Maybe we'll cut it into 3, just on a diagonal, so we can kind of lay it on the side here. Hey Tiger, how are you? And clone. In England, you just have sugar and lemon or fruit. Ooh, sugar and lemon, that's a good combo. Sweet and sour. So this looks really freaking good. Look at that sausage. Not dried out at all. Do that. I think maybe one more, hey? One more slicey slice. And I want to taste a little bit too before I even eat it. A little bit salty, in my opinion. So good thing that we made that little sauce to go with this. I think it would still be good with ketchup too. I don't know about you guys, but I like to eat sausage with ketchup sometimes for breakfast. The surface of the pancake looks nice. Thanks. I mean, they didn't really turn out the best, but we're rolling with it. I mean, food is food, right? Still grateful to be able to eat this kind of meal. So there's that. And now, with the maple scissor. I need coffee. How's it going? Yes, dark. Dark blueberry. 00. Is there a rule that you aren't allowed to have bananas in your pancakes if you're over 30? I don't think so. Has the world changed this much? The waitress looked at you weird when you asked for that? Oh my goodness. What type of establishment are they running? Ooh, tamarind sauce. That sounds so good, vegan gelato. Okay, are you guys ready for this? The drays. So like the maple syrup with the sausage, I think is going to be perfect. So we'll do a little bit on top just to kind of get that runoff. A little glazy glaze on the sausage. A little drippity droop. Clear the area. It's time for a photo. Sam's just eating the sausage like a savage. Okay, so let's see this. Let's look at this stack. So, not the fluffiest pancakes. Definitely not. Like, if these were my pancakes, it'd be 2 or 3 of those stacked up in one. But I mean, it looks good like that when they're all stacked, but not the fluffiest. I need to show you guys my recipe. The paltry amount of maple syrup. I didn't want it to all soak into the top pancake. So I only poured on a little bit because like now it's already gone. So now we already need to add more just for the photo. Like the top pancake always soaks in all of the syrup, right? It's actually kind of insane how much maple syrup you need to use to get that like very photographic looking food. Terrifying amounts. Yeah, that looks alright. It looks alright. They need more grease. Let's get Chief in there. Greasy pancakes needed. Hey, T-Dot. Yeah, pour the maple syrup. Pour it slow. Bananas and whipped cream. So good, guys. Maple poutine syrup. Thanks, clone. Maple poutine. Do you put maple syrup on hot dogs? No. Okay, let's go into this. Gotta cut the stack. There's no way I could eat all these pancakes. Yeah. The blueberry stain all the way down. Love it. So like typically I would probably just do this. Where's the fried egg? Well, we have sausage. I'm not a huge fried egg with pancakes person if there's sausage. And we only have 1 egg left, which is why we had to half the recipe for these. Which is probably why I failed. So we're not going to talk about those eggs.
I blame the eggs.
We blame the eggs. Yeah, that's where we're going with this. They're still tasty. It's still a pancake. Just I shouldn't have put the word fluffy in that. I feel like I jinxed myself from the beginning. Stream gods are like, oh, fluffy pancakes today. No, we're not going to. Skybox, I've still not ever had a chili dog with cheese. This has to happen.
You can come to my work and have a chili dog with cheese.
Yeah. Okay, some sausage with some of the blueberry and syrup. There we go. Just need a little bit of sweetness. There's some really nice spices in the sausage as well. Like sage maybe and savory. Is my mouth blue?
Yep.
I saw it in the small camera. I was like, whoa. Yeah, we didn't even use duck eggs. Maybe that was it. Gravy and cheese. Yeah, my inner American. I think I've seen a poutine though with like a maple syrup gravy and still cheese curds. Never had a chili cheese dog, I know. Oh, I'm so down to get messy with them. I've just never had them. I've always been like a plain dog person. That plain dog. Chipped beef with eggs and french fries? Well, that sounds good. What is chipped beef though? Chili dog on a pretzel bun. I'm in. So dense.
I'm gonna guess Chipotle beef, maybe?
No, chipped beef is a thing. I think it's just like a quick fried, thin sliced beef. And yeah, duck eggs do taste different from chicken eggs. Alvin, you know what? Sometimes they actually do put a little Canadian flag on the poutine at some places. So duck eggs are basic and chicken eggs are acidic. So whenever you cook chicken eggs, sometimes you can notice like a sulfuric, or some people say like rotten egg smell when you cook chicken eggs. Duck eggs don't have that at all. So that's the difference there. So a lot less mild in flavor, and the yolk is super, super custardy. And the whites, when they cook up, they're a lot more firm. I am not going to eat all these pancakes, Ricky. There is no chance. I've had like 2 bites.
Nope, but I am.
Okay, Sammy's having his brekkie. There's a little bit more batter to make up. So I'll make a couple more pancakes for myself. Chipped beef is a form of pressed, salted, and dried beef that has been sliced into thin pieces. So pressed, salted, and dried. Some makers smoke it. That sounds really good. 3 bites, all gone. It sounds very dry. It does. But I'm sure it's good in how they prepare it. Your closest grocery store just started stocking quail eggs. Nice, Elvin. Time to make an omelet. No. Sammy, you like quail eggs?
No.
How come?
Fuck them.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this pan on, guys.
I'll never touch quail eggs again. Especially during service.
Why do you hate him? Find him. What happened?
Blueberries.
Blueberries. There's no explanation, just blueberries. What are you gonna make with the quail eggs, Elvin? I know at work we sometimes use the yolk on like a tartare. Some people fry them sunny side up as like a little garnish. Some people actually boil the little quail eggs. I can't imagine peeling them.
Went through my belly.
Rub it. Gotta give him some food. That sounds really good, Skybox. I could see that being delicious.
I can do awake and bacon and play video games tomorrow morning.
Is this a wake and bake stream? No.
No.
We both got to work today. You're gonna go cook, Blue. What are you cooking? What you cooking today?
Bye, Blue.
Bye, Blue. Take care. Hopefully see you tomorrow. We are making shellfish, fresh seafood. Sammy's picking up clams and mussels today. We're gonna do like a chorizo and beer broth tomorrow. Pasta with salmon. Sounds delicious, man. See you tomorrow. Take care. He didn't finish them, guys.
Oh, those are yours.
Oh, those are mine. Okay, we're gonna make one big pancake with the rest of this. One pancake to rule them all. Yeah, I've been craving some seafood. So I phoned the market yesterday, and luckily they just got in some fresh stuff. Not yesterday, but the day before. I phoned actually 2 stores. One store got in their stuff on Wednesday, and I was like, well, that's not really that fresh anymore. So I called another one, and they had fresh stuff, so I got them to put aside 2 bags of clams and 1 bag of mussels. So it's gonna be a feast. Life is so unfair. It is. It is need coffee. You want king crab legs and calamari? They actually have king crab at Costco right now. But yeah, calamari. Calamari should be something we're doing on stream. That'd be a fun one. You loved oysters and clams until someone you knew got Vibrio from them. That's terrifying. I mean, all of your shellfish, or at least here on the island, is everything has a tag on it. So it says where it was harvested, the date it was harvested as well. And we have to keep those tags for 3 months at the restaurant. Just in case anyone gets sick from it, from shellfish, let's pray that they don't. But just in case, we can look back to those tags, and then they actually don't come to us for blame. They actually go to the producer. Because if someone gets sick off of that, well, there might be more people getting sick from other batches.
It was Need Coffee. It was Need Coffee that did the eggs Benny.
Oh, it was you. We were trying to figure out who requested that Need Coffee, and yeah, we did make California Eggs Benny without you. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follow, Jules Eats. Your favorite shellfish is scallops. Scallops are delicious. Really, really good. And they're so quick to cook. Good morning, Matt. How are you? We'll have to do another Eggs Benny then for you Need Coffee. I mean, I love Eggs Benny, so I'm always down for that. And it turned out a lot better than whatever this pancake sausage mess is. Let's just be honest. Okay, guys. Big ass pancake. Look at those bubbles in there. It means we're ready to flip. The stress. Are we gonna crumble? No. That slap though.
It doesn't have the bubbles like you normally have on the pan.
No, not my recipe.
Last time you didn't follow Maddie's recipe, you made them bigger than Maddie's.
So yeah, the one time I made this recipe before, I didn't actually follow it to a T. I can't believe how blue my lips are right now.
I think those look like mine when I followed the recipe that one
Yeah.
time.
We'll call these Sammy pancakes.
Wow. You're terrible.
Do we have a P.O. box? We don't have one set up, but I am down to receive stuff. I'm okay with giving my address to some people that I know have been in here for a long time. I trust that you won't do anything crazy. I've received stuff from viewers before with no problem, so I feel okay with it. I trust my crew. Yeah, the slap rook. Nailed it. You know what, Mama? When Sammy goes to work in 45 minutes, that's what I'm gonna do. I need a nap before work. Matt, thank you for gifting the sub to Need Coffee. 2 months in a row. Good to have you in here, Coffee. Thank you for doing that, Matt. Keeping the crew together. It was not working for 2 days, really? Sam cakes, yeah, not to be confused with Sammy cakes. This brunch, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. It looked better in my head. Let's just say that. Because we do kind of eat with our eyes as well, right? I think that is a big part of eating. Is like seeing everything, and that's why stuff gets plated the way it does. So like to me, it probably tastes worse than it actually is, just because I am like such a perfectionist in this matter. But to be fair, it's like we said we were making fluffy pancakes. So we definitely did not execute properly. Somehow. Somehow, somewhere, something went wrong. They're tasty.
Caitlin's broken this morning.
We're broken. Yeah, if we eat with our eyes, why am I starving? But if Sammy is satisfied with them, then I think I'll be a little less harsh on myself. Let's get this crazy mess plate out of there. And we'll just do this. No one needs to see what's under there. Thanks for the 16 bits, Sammy. Like, look at my... Am I glowing blue? Dark Madness, welcome in. Nothing's wrong, Matt. Everything's okay. I think I'm just a little bit sleepy this morning. 6 hours of sleep is not enough for this one. But we are here. We are together. Made breakfast. Ate it. Still got some food in us. I blew a Smurf. Wow. Hey, Tommy Likes Wingy. How are you doing? You are Dark Soul 99 and Dark Madness, so 3. Whoa. We got 3 darks in here. Real dark. So this recipe is not from Matty's book. This recipe was made before he was even working on the cookbook. So it was made or developed when he was working with Vice in the beginning. So it's Vice Munchies. And there is a YouTube video to go along with it. So he makes the pancakes on YouTube. It's pretty entertaining to watch him. So I just posted the recipe for you there. Sammy posted the YouTube. Too weak to live. Oh my gosh, thank you for the follow. You are Batmat. And like I said, so I've made this fluffy pancake recipe before. And if you know me, you know that I don't like to follow recipes to a T. I always just kind of tweak it to do my own thing.
Or the milk with vinegar. Maybe just utilize the eggs.
So maybe the one thing where we went wrong today is we didn't have proper buttermilk.
And buttermilk's normally thicker.
So we made our own buttermilk with milk and some white vinegar, or you can do lemon.
That's the problem.
That's probably where we went wrong because they just didn't turn out as fluffy.
Yeah.
So in this instance, all of that extra work that we did, not worth it. We have confirmed Matty is no Kate. No, that is fair, Elvin. I am not him. He is not me. We are our own. Yeah, Vice Munchies is awesome. Thanks, Rook. I'll take that. Nobody tell him, though. Is this just a pancake? Well, this is, yeah, just a pancake. There is nothing fluffy or crazy special about that. But that means that I have to do like a pancake redemption stream, and I'm gonna make my pancakes, my own recipe, and show you guys how true fluffy pancakes should be done. Yes, Tommy. Oh, I love Action Bronson too. I'm glad you are here as well, Matt, even though we're kind of wrapping it up.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, Sammy's got to take off. I'm working this afternoon as well, an extra day. It's been a busy week. We had no chef. He was sick all week, so two of us crushed it together. There is a Vice Munchies cookbook. I believe there is. I have Action Bronson's cookbook. I have Maddie's cookbook. But I know that Vice also has put out a couple of cookbooks. Added some strands on his sweater. Oh my god. Now make out. What the heck, Matt? It's already 7 p.m. There is still no dinner, so you called your parents if you should cook for yourself. They said they were bringing chips and snacks for you. Is it bad? It's bad for you, but so delicious. Chips and snacks for dinner. Let it be known.
Thank you for pancakes.
You're welcome.
They weren't fluffy, but still delicious.
Perfect. We'll take the positive out of that. What kind of snacks do you like, carrot potato? Yeah, we're going to stream at this time on Sundays always. So I start at 8 a.m. PST. There is no sleeping in on Sundays, guys. There is brunch to be made. Take care, Chief. So tomorrow for lunch, we are doing clams and mussels fresh. So we'll do a little bit of seafood preparation that way. I'll show you how to prepare the mussels to be cooked and also the clams, because that's important. There is a little bit of stuff to do ahead of time before you just steam them up. And then we're gonna cook off some chorizo, and I'm doing a mix of fennel, tomato, and some kale from the garden. It's finally big enough. And a beer broth. So kind of like a Mexican style thing going on tomorrow, I think. It's going to be delicious. And then just going to serve it with a little bit of crusty bread to soak up all the delicious broth. So that's lunch tomorrow. And then dinner on Tuesday, rotisserie Korean barbecue pork shoulder made into lettuce wraps from one of my favorite chefs, David Chang. And this is from his cookbook Momofuku, and the whole dish is actually called bo sam. It's a traditional Korean dish. They don't usually do a Korean barbecue pork shoulder like we're doing. They usually do like boiled pork belly, so some kind of fatty pork. And then it's gonna get rice in it, some kimchi, and some other different kind of little fixins and sauces. And it's really good for like family style or sharing type of meals. And I've made it before, with pork shoulder, and it's time to bring it back again. I love this type of food, so I'm down. Thought I would share that with you guys. Oh, you do mean the British meaning for chips, so you get fries. Fries and snacks, I'm in. Matt, thank you for gifting a sub to Agile Yeti. Welcome in. Elvin, you have Actions booked but haven't had the chance to cook from it. I don't know if I've cooked from it either.
I don't think you cooked.
You should pick a recipe and we should make it together on a Sunday. Let's do it.
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday.
Okay.
We'll do lunch for brunch. We'll do Brenner. Breakfast, dinner.
Brenner.
There's no rules. So yeah, lunch tomorrow, dinner on Tuesday, and hell yeah, vegan gelato. That's like one of the first cookbooks I bought myself. I am scrolling through Belly, and I think I already see who we're going to raid, and it is Twin Vaders. My favorite twin bros from the UK. They are making pepperoni pizza and borscht soup. Two of my favorite things. So that's a must. Yeah, we're serving it with kimchi, Skybox. I have a little bit of my daikon kimchi, and then I have some of the store-bought cabbage kimchi. Matt, you gotta pay for the prawn. The prawn some way. That's a plan. Okay, sounds good, Elvin. What about second breakfast? Yeah, that's an option too, Rook. If you give me a recipe, I need to tell you how much it's going to cost so you can donate. Why would I cheat, Matt? I'm not trying to steal your money. This is a free show. I'm not asking for nothing. You guys found me. You can still make it to Momofuku. Hurry! Go, go, go! Go have the Bo Sam. Okay, going into the Twin Vaders, guys. Go show them some love.
Dark, the fact that you can go to Momofuku right now makes me very upset.
Yeah, we have nothing like that here. Oh, word. No cheating on the recipes. Because you know I do that. Okay, Matt, sounds good. Elvin bread
We
pancakes.
should do this. The bacon chicharron on white bread.
What is that? That's in his book?
Yeah.
Okay, show them that photo.
Okay, I'll show this side. Whoop. This way. Look at that.
That is
We
too
should
dirty.
make that for breakfast and put a fried egg on it.
What is that even?
Like, ha! We should get this book. Because
Fuck, that's delicious. Green bean and spinach kimchi. This is insanity, Skybox. I like it. Okay, guys. Take care. Enjoy your Sunday and the last little bit of your weekend. I am heading to work, and so is Sammy. So I'll see you tomorrow for lunchy lunch. I know, Rook, I should put explicit on my channel, shouldn't I?
bye, everyone. No more family.
This is not family friendly. We are too passionate about the food. I am in work mode, yeah, that's why my hair is already up. Good to go. Okay, let's go show these boys some love. Love you all. Matt, thank you for gifting those subs today, and thanks for the bits and all the new follows as well. I will see you tomorrow. Really noted. I will not. You will take your ligma elsewhere. Bye!